Hello, Jess Too Good here, and today we're taking a look at the LEGO Monster Fighters 2012 Vampyre Hearse set. This has 314 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retailed for $35 when it was released back in summer 2012. This is never before opened, or at least I hope it is because that looks a little iffy. Let's see what's inside. Watch there be just like a roach. Oh, nope. Looks like we got everything. Sticker sheet flew to the right there, our instructions, and it seems like 2 bags. Here's a set all built up. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. Lord Vampyre appears in this set, and this design of Lord Vampyre only appeared in a couple other sets. The Haunted House, which one day I'll get, that 2012 version, and then the Vampyre Castle. So this was the cheapest way to get it by a long shot, unless you waited a little bit, and then there was this promo, I think like the following year, that was like a vampire and his casket. And that design is the same as Lord Vampyre. This head is glow in the dark, which we'll show in a second, but he does have an alternate face printing where he has a closed mouth expression. It does kind of suck that they didn't include the cape, but that might have came in the way of the play feature. Then again, they include his sword, which goes in the way of the play feature. They just tell you to remove it. It's not super dark out, but you can see that this glows in the dark pretty darn well. Just like the ghost, you gotta charge it under the light, as in put the head under the light, and then that glow in the dark goodness will start coming out. This zombie minifigure came in this set and the zombie set, but also came in 2 poly bags. The poly bags weren't the easiest to get, but still, he wasn't the hardest figure, but a very desirable figure because this was during Zombie Mania, and everybody wanted to get multiples of this zombie driver. Love the torso and legs, and of course the face print, which was extremely useful back then because zombie LEGO minifigures were very rare and zombies were all over pop culture. But that's it for the zombie driver. The only hero of this set is Rodney Rathbone. This design's a little bit more rare than I thought, where he only comes in this set, the monster and his lab set, and then the Vampyre Castle. So those are $35, $50, and then $100. It's nice to get him in the cheapest way in this set. This design has that robotic leg that looks really cool, as well as the rapier piece as one of his weapons. He also has a little pistol as a weapon, liking the bowler hat in that coloring, and his sly smirk is pretty darn cool. So back to the build of the set, we have the hearse and then the motorcycle. The design for the hearse is something actually pretty unique. I don't see hearses too much from LEGO. This does have a nice raking to it, where you have that slant look with the design from the back to the front. Also love how they use these windshield piece to have the interior of the hearse shown just a little bit. That's actually the whole play feature. It's hidden inside there. To activate it, all you have to do is push on these side parts and the coffin comes popping out. And if you take off the cover to the coffin, activating the play feature will now send Lord Vampyre flying out. He flew out so quick, I don't even know where he went. Let's try that one more time to see how far he could really go. All the way across to this corner over here. That's fantastic. But anyways, for that interior of the hearse beyond that play feature, this design of the coffin also comes in that small Vampyre set that I said was a little LEGO store exclusive, as well as the Vampyre Castle set. I like the printing on the coffin cover, and they have these 2 clips if you want to put Lord Vampyre's sword inside there, but there's not too much else through the interior because most of it is occupied with the play feature. And removing the coffin, you can see how that mechanism works, where this little build is just thrusted upward, and that's how Lord Vampyre goes flying. Anyway, for some more build details with this design, I like the use of the gold they have for the telescope pieces at the side ornaments. That gold isn't a pearl gold, and it just looks a lot better than pearl gold. I also like these pieces at the side as well. I like how they build up the front, where we have that moon piece right here, which was for the Monster Fighters line. You can even see the bat printing on there. But they also clip on these bones, which just give it a pretty creepy look that works very well. Just be sure to align those perfectly because they're even getting out of alignment on my version right now. At the front, we even have little vampire teeth, which are also found at the back as well. We have a little bit of an opening to the interior at the back. Not too much else to show except the driver's area, which the ceiling there has a stickered piece. I wish that was printed. It's a little hard to line that up right. And then inside the driver's area, we have enough space for 2 minifigures, which is pretty cool. And we also have a little steering wheel there. But that's it for the hearse. Let's take a look at the motorcycle. The motorcycle build is pretty cool looking. First off, it has some printing at the side, which is pretty interesting on the frame there. But I love these mega thrusters right here with the flame popping out. The dynamite piece held at the back clip. You have enough space for 1 minifigure just standing on there. The box for this is your standard Monster Fighters box, which I always like the color schemes they used and the backgrounds. At the back, we do have some alternate shots of the set, as well as some little play features and a little comic, which makes it clear that the Vampyre Castle is not in this box. Okay. As for the instructions at the very end, I like the advertisement showing off those other Monster Fighter sets. Oh, I love this theme. Have all of them on here except the ghost train. So I'm looking to actually hunt down the ghost train. Pun intended, because you're like hunting ghosts. So overall, this set has a very fun play feature, but also a very substantial build for a vehicle of its this size. It reminds me a little bit of a Lego Movie vehicle, where it's a small vehicle, but it's very detailed in its size. I like the minifigures as well, where we get some very hard-to-get minifigures from this line when it was released. And yeah, I think this was one that I kind of overlooked back in the day. It's not one of my favorites, but I think this is a very strong build from the Monster Fighters line. Now subscribe if you want to see more LEGO Monster Fighters reviews, because I've been trying to get more spooky old set reviews recently. And also check out that spooky set reviews playlist, because there's so many different weird spooky sets that we've done before. Happy early Halloween, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.